on Sunrise. We are now in the most highly anticipated day of the year, the day after the November general election. We have a recap of some ballot measures and the winners of elections from around the state. And Pineville election coverage continues this morning as well. The latest out of Ellisville concerning the courthouse water fountains and the District 87 special election. Also, if you need to be tested for COVID-19, you'll have several opportunities to do so today in the Pine Belt. Those times and locations straight ahead on WDAM 7 Sunrise at 5 o'clock.
We're proud to always be on your side. Good morning, Pine Belt. This is WDAM 7 Sunrise.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here at WDAM 7 Sunrise at 5 o'clock. I'm Vanessa Pacheco in for Jessica Bowman. Our election coverage continues this morning as we sort out and bring you the winners and results of measures on our ballot we saw Tuesday. But right now, let's head on over to send things over to Patrick Bigby, who is standing by for a look at your Wednesday morning forecast. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning to you, Vanessa. We're starting off your day pretty quiet across the Pine Belt this morning. It's cool, so you're going to need a jacket as you head out the door. Right now, we're taking a live look at the campus of USM. We're sitting at 40 degrees at the moment. Winds are very calm, and so we are looking good. Chilly, but clear skies across the area. Not as cold as it was yesterday. We got down into the 30s yesterday, but a few places are down there. 37 in Columbia right now. It's 38 in Prentice and 39 in Waynesboro. Laurel is sitting at 40 degrees so far, and we're going to see sunny skies this morning as those kiddos head to the bus stop. This afternoon, much warmer as highs top out into the 70s. We'll take a look at the rest of the week and what you can expect for your weekend. We got you covered in just a few minutes.
We continue our Decision 2020 coverage this morning, starting with the presidential election. The 2020 electoral map is slowly coming into focus. President Donald Trump and his challenger Joe Biden are watching the results closely with one crucial number in mind, 270. That's how many electoral votes are needed to win the presidency. It's a tight race as the two continue to watch numbers rise, and it's unclear exactly when we'll know who the next president will be, with Americans waiting for mail-in and absentee ballots to be counted. Meanwhile, the governor and first lady headed out to the polls Tuesday to cast their votes in the 2020 general election. They voted out of Hinds County. The governor says it's their first time voting since they were in their 20s. Governor Reeves took to Facebook to share a photo of the two, saying, quote, "It fills me with pride for state and country every time. We love Mississippi today, tomorrow, and forever." Now to election results right here in the Magnolia State. Caroline Wood joins us live in the studio this morning with a breakdown on those results. Good morning, Caroline.
Hey, good morning, Vanessa. Two big initiatives were on the ballot last night right here in Mississippi. Initiative 65 and 65A. 65 passed last night, clearing the way for the legalization of medical marijuana in Mississippi. Initiative 65 gives the Mississippi State Department of Health full control over the medical marijuana program. 65A would have given the state legislature the power to control the tax rate, possession limits, location of pot shops, and more.
But 65 is, it's a clear framework. It's based on conservative best practices of other states, and it's going to set up a tightly regulated program where patients are going to get access to their medicine. That is what this is all about, is patients having access to that medicine, and they're going to have that now. They're going to have that in Mississippi now.
And now to that tight United States Senate race between Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith and Mike Espy. Incumbent Senator Cindy Hyde-Smith retains her seat in the United States Senate. She says she will serve all Mississippians while promoting conservative principles.
When people call our office and they need help and assistance, we don't ask them who they voted for. Anybody that has an issue, we're going to dive in neck deep, but mainly represent the conservative values of Mississippians. The pro-life, the Second Amendment, those things that Mississippians care so much about. But anyone who is a Mississippian, I want to be your senator, and I will prove that every single day.
Hyde-Smith defeated Espy with 55.89% of the vote, leaving Espy with 42.22%. And coming up in the next half hour, I'll have more election recap from the Magnolia State. Reporting live in the studio, I'm Caroline Wood.
All right, thanks, Caroline. Meanwhile, Michael Guest will head back to Washington to continue to represent Mississippi's 3rd congressional district in the U.S. House of Representatives. The Republican incumbent was elected Tuesday to serve a 2nd term in Congress, defeating Democratic challenger Dorothy Benford. Guest spoke about his priorities when he gets back to Washington. Here's what he had to say.
That we can look at maybe a new stimulus package. That has been something that we've had the cloud of an election hanging over us. With that cloud no longer hanging over us, I hope that we can find bipartisanship, that we can work on important things such as money for our schools as they are seeking to educate our children during the coronavirus, money for our hospitals, particularly our rural hospitals during this time, and money to lay the foundation so that when a vaccine is developed that we can quickly distribute it.
The former district attorney for Madison and Rankin counties was elected to Congress in 2018. Guest serves on the Homeland Security Committee and the Subcommittee on Border Security, Facilitation, and Operations. Now to a major measure on our ballot this year, the state flag. Mississippians have voted in favor of replacing Mississippi's former flag with the In God We Trust flag. The former flag, which had been adopted for use in 1894, had been targeted over the past few decades due to it having the Confederate battle emblem on it. A call to change the former flag was declined in a statewide referendum in 2001. Over the following years, a number of cities, universities, and other institutions criticized the state flag. The former state flag was lowered by the state in June. Now to a special election for our state. House District 87 could come down to a runoff this morning for who will replace Billy Andrews' vacant seat in the Mississippi legislature. 3 men qualify for the position, and so far Joseph Tubb leads the race with a 46% lead without absentee ballots. Right now, Lamar and Forest counties have a combined 8,500 absentee ballots left to count. We're told they'll continue counting those votes this morning. Just a little background on this special election. The need for this election comes after Billy Andrews resigned this past spring due to lawmakers not being able to draw on their retirement while serving in office, so the seat was left vacant. If no candidate receives a majority of votes cast from Tuesday, there will be a runoff election held on November 24th. Back here in the Pine Belt, Jones County residents voted no to removing 2 old water fountains in front of the Ellisville courthouse. The fountains will remain where they are. 58% of those voters chose no to removing the fountains, meaning the Board of Supervisors won't take any action and the fountains will remain where they are in front of the Ellisville courthouse. A little bit of a background on the referendum. The fountains used to be segregated and have the words colored and white engraved on the front. Now plaques cover those words and the fountains are no longer functional. Meanwhile, a ballot initiative to relocate a Confederate monument at the Forest County Courthouse remains unresolved this morning. On Tuesday, more votes were cast to keep the monument where it is, but there are still thousands of absentee votes left to count. Charles Harrington has more.
More than 2,000 votes separate those who want this Confederate monument to remain at the Forest County Courthouse and those who want it moved to another location. After votes in all Forest County precincts were counted Tuesday night, more than 11,000 people said yes to removing the monument, but more than 13,000 voted to keep it here. However, there are still 4,500 absentee ballots left to count, along with some affidavit ballots. Circuit Clerk Gwen Wilkes suspended the count at 11 p.m. Tuesday and will begin again this morning at 8 o'clock.
It is definitely going to be unresolved until all this is done. There's just no way around it.
Meanwhile, Wilkes says voter turnout for this election was much higher than it was for the 2016 race.
The percentage is a lot higher than normal. I do not have numbers right now, but it's going to be a lot higher than it normally is.
There are 34 precincts in Forest County. Charles Harrington, WDAM, on your side.
Forest County supervisors voted 3-2 back in June to place the monument issue on the general election ballot. For updates on elections in our state and right here in the Pine Belt, head on over to our website, WDAM.com. We have the results for election commissioners, school board members here in the Pine Belt, and justice court judges. Make sure to press the elections tab at the top of the page. Now let's turn to the latest on the coronavirus pandemic. The health department reports 644 new cases and 36 new deaths. The new numbers bring our statewide total to 121,509, and deaths have risen to nearly 3,384 people losing their lives to this deadly virus. A slight uptick in long-term care facility outbreaks. They now stand at 130 this morning. As for hospitalizations, MSDH reports a slight rise with 575 people in the hospital battling COVID-19. As for this morning, 166 patients are in the ICU statewide. The good news from the last report, 105,839 Mississippians are presumed recovered from this deadly virus. Now let's take a look at the Pine Belt numbers. There are now more than 12,930 reported cases here locally, and 345 people have died. So let's look at the county this morning. This is a case increase from the last report. Covington County added 5 new cases and 2 new deaths. Forest County added 4 new cases and 1 new death, while Jasper County added 2 additional cases and 1 new death. Jones County added 10 new cases, and Lamar County saw an increase of 9, while Marion County added 2 additional cases. Perry County saw an increase of 2 cases, and Wayne County added 3 new cases. As a whole, the Pine Belt now has 37 new cases and 4 new deaths. Meanwhile, the State Department of Health will offer free COVID-19 testing today at the Forest, Jasper, and Wayne County Health Departments. The drive-through testing will run from 11 a.m. until 6 this evening. You can set up your appointment online by visiting covidschedule.umc.edu or by calling 601-496-7200. Phone lines are open at 8 this morning. For your latest coronavirus headlines, visit our website, WDAM.com, and download our news app to get real-time alerts to your smart device. Coming up this morning, our Decision 2020 coverage continues with a look back at some of the most monumental measures Mississippians saw on their ballots. We break it down with the details coming up on the other side of the break. Stay with us as WDAM Sunrise continues this morning.
And it's going to be a cool one as you get ready to head out the door. Temperatures are starting off into the 40s, even some upper 30s in a few rural areas. But this afternoon, much warmer. We'll talk about it on the other side.
Closed captioning for WDAM 7 News, sponsored by Circle C Tractor.
Finding a wireless deal is like looking for water in the desert. Every low price turns out to be a dang mirage. Misleading prices are a bull. That's why we don't mess with them. Call us crazy, but we think the price you put on TV should be the price you pay. So here it is, the C Spire Real Deal Plan. 10 gigs, $45 per line with autopay. No bull. C Spire. Trade in and trade up. Turn your old phone into this one for free.
You're more than just a number. That's why Cigna Medicare Advantage plans treat you like a whole person, body and mind. You get medical, dental, vision, and prescriptions all in one plan and pay no monthly premium. Learn more with our free Medicare Advantage guide. Don't wait to get a flexible, affordable Cigna Medicare Advantage plan. Go to ChooseCignaMedicare.com.
Health insurance you can count on doesn't have to be expensive. With Ambetter, you get reliable coverage. They offer plans with low premiums, low deductibles, and low copays. And since 9 out of 10 Ambetter members qualify for subsidies to reduce their premiums, you could end up paying less than $100 a month. Now, that's better. See how much you can save. Check out Ambetter today.
It's an epic ending to an unforgettable season.
I'm gonna win it.
She looks unstoppable. Our first Power Tower champion.
My heart can't take it.
Your new American Ninja Warrior.
When this community hurts, when it reaches out its hand, we pull it to its feet.
Keep on pushing, keep on pushing, keep on.
When this community calls, we respond.
Chicago Wednesday returns November 11th on NBC.
New Way Auto is open regular hours, and we're ready to serve your transportation needs. More important is a sincere message of inspiration that yes, we can overcome this global health crisis. Now more than ever, it's important to support and care for one another so that we're able to meet the challenges that face our country. Together, we must all do our best to remain positive, understanding, and calm. Call us to set an appointment today. Thank you for your time. New Way Auto in Gulfport, Ocean Springs, Laurel, and Hattiesburg.
The cost of everything has gone up dramatically over the last 75 years. With one exception. Keeping electricity affordable. That's the power of your co-op membership.
Pearl River Valley Electric Power Association. Serving members, growing communities, the cooperative way.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. It's another cool start across South Mississippi this morning. We're starting off your day with temperatures right at 40 degrees this morning. Winds are currently calm across the area, so we don't have any wind chill, but you will need that jacket. Let me tell you, 40 degrees right now at the campus of USM from our Mississippi Power Skycam. 5:15 is your current time this morning. In your grab-and-go checklist, it's not looking too bad. We're going to see some nice weather, so take a jacket this morning. By the afternoon, we'll warm up enough for short sleeves. And of course, you'll need your sunglasses all day long. So those are the three things you're going to have on hand for today. Now, right now, temperatures are down into the 40s. We got a few upper 30s out there as well. Right now, Waynesboro, you're at 39. It's 40 out in Petal this morning, 40 in Oak Grove, 37 in Columbia and out towards Foxworth, 40 right now in Collins, and it is 40 up in Laurel as well. So we're looking good this morning, a little chilly, but look at how fast we're going to warm up today. So yesterday we only got up into the low 60s. Today, low 70s for your high. So it's really going to be a nice afternoon. So we start off at 42 this morning, quickly jumping up to 67 by lunchtime. So you're only going to need that jacket really through about 9:30 or 10 o'clock. Afterwards, you'll be good to go. This afternoon, really nice sunny skies, highs topping out around 72 degrees. We're not the only ones cool this morning. All across the southeast, temperatures are down into the 40s. Right now, it's 44 in Columbus, Georgia, 43 in Panama City, and 42 up in the state capital. All right, so we get into the 70s this afternoon. This evening, we fall back down into the 50s. Overnight, lows bottom out generally into the 40s. So we're not going to be as cold tonight as, say, we are right now either. I said that yesterday, and the same still holds true for today. So tonight, we get down into the mid-40s, right around 46, 45 degrees for your overnight lows. And then for your day tomorrow, it'll be a little warmer. Temperatures will get up into the low 70s as early as lunchtime, and then we'll continue to climb into the afternoon to a high right about 73, 74. So we're really looking nice over the next several days. But as you'll notice, as we go into the weekend, temperatures really starting to warm up as we get back up into the upper 70s. It's really going to be warm early next week. Down into the tropics, we're still watching what is now Tropical Storm Ada. It made landfall in Nicaragua down there last night. Still got winds of 70 miles an hour, and this thing is just going to be slowly moving over Nicaragua and Honduras. And then we got to figure out what this is going to do. The models either throw this back out into the Caribbean as itself or an offshoot of it, and then take it up to the north as a tropical system. But there's a lot of uncertainty once it gets north of Cuba. So we're just going to have to continue to monitor this situation as we go into the weekend. Of course, we'll keep a close eye on it, so be sure to just keep checking in. But as it stands right now, this does not pose a threat to us, but that could change. So just stay tuned. Temperatures will be into the 80s or the upper 70s, getting close to 80 as we go into the weekend and into early next week. And then we get a front in here next Tuesday and Wednesday, and that'll give us the chance of a few hit or miss showers.
Continuing our Decision 2020 coverage this morning, Mississippi had several monumental measures on the ballot this year for all of you to vote on. Right now, we're going to send it over to WDAM's Jessica Bowman. She has a recap of Tuesday's election for our state and spoke with WDAM's political expert, Dr. Joe Weinberg.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us here from the Decision 2020 desk. And this morning we're joined with Dr. Joe Weinberg. Thanks for being here. So let's talk a little bit about last night's election, a big night for not only our nation, but the state of Mississippi.
Big night indeed. It was a wild ride, and it's one that keeps going.
And so let's talk about COVID-19. Obviously, COVID-19 had a lot to do with voter turnout this year, absentee ballots here in our state. So what kind of take can you give us on that?
Well, you know, it's sort of mixed results depending on who you are, but it seems like a lot of us were more willing to vote when we didn't have to go out to vote this year. So the pandemic may have actually increased participation in a backwards sort of way.
So you were looking at numbers all throughout the evening. Are you surprised to see some of the numbers that came through?
Always surprised to see numbers. You know, the marijuana initiatives in our state, I was surprised to see such overwhelming support for 65. And so, as if the State Board of Health isn't busy enough right now, it looks like they'll have something else they can play with.
They definitely will. All right, so of course the state flag overwhelmingly passed, so we'll have a new state flag here.
We'll
in
have
the
a new state flag.
And House Concurrent Resolution number 47, you know, you and I talked about this a good bit last night, and this is something that really wasn't broadcasted a lot. I feel like Mississippians maybe didn't know too much about it, but what insight can you give us to Resolution number 47?
Well, I think it's just one of those ways that we're slowly getting to be more in line with the rest of the other 49 states in the union as far as how we do our elections. And you know, this is unlikely to come up again, but it did come up once in 1999, and so this is just sort of closing off a loophole.
All right, so again, a lot of big topics here in the state of Mississippi. Oh, one topic we cannot leave out, the U.S. Senate race.
The U.S. Senate race, indeed, part 2. Maybe this is the last time we'll see these two run against each other. Wound up a little bit better for Cindy Hyde-Smith this time than it did even last time. I think a lot of that would be on Trump's coattails, and the expanded participation we had in Mississippi really favored the Republicans.
All right, well, thanks for joining us. And again, for all of your Decision 2020 coverage, you can, of course, visit our website, WDAM.com.
Still ahead this morning, a community in Rhode Island got an extra frozen surprise Friday when some sanitation workers decided to dress up for Halloween, and it went viral on social media. We have the details coming up on the other side of the break.
At Window World, you've got options because we've got options. Choose from dozens of types of windows, interior and exterior colors, grids, energy-saving packages, and beyond. All custom made to fit your home perfectly. Improving your largest investment with energy-efficient products and creating amazing curb appeal is what we do best. Instant approval financing with easy pay options will help make your home transformation a reality. Schedule your free, no-obligation in-home estimate by searching Window World today.
When my children were young, I would go to their bedroom and just watch them sleep. And as I stood there, I would think, they're counting on me. You know, when you hire us for your injury case, the thought I always have is, of course, for you, but also for your family and all those that count on you. You see, I think about them just as much as I think about you. In your time of need, you can count on me. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan for the people.
Weird fall, right? 2020, right? Well, at Vardaman Honda, we have good news. We've stocked back up and have plenty of inventory on the ground to make your shopping selection easier. We have over 140 new Hondas available to choose from. Brand new 2020 Honda Accords, 2020 Honda Civics, and 2020 Honda CR-Vs. We've got 0.9% financing for 60 months and 1.9% financing for 72 months on select models. And remember, Honda holds its value better than any other auto brand. Come in this October for your best deal on a new Honda at Vardaman Honda, growing to be Mississippi's volume Honda dealer.
As a busy mom who's always on the go, the convenience of having my crown same day at Hattiesburg Family Dental Care saves so much time. And the best part was being able to relax in the Hydro Massage chair while waited. You can also get Botox and many other of their spa services while you are there.
As a longtime patient at Hattiesburg Family Dental Care, the staff has always made me and even my 10-year-old daughter feel relaxed. We look forward to our appointments here because they really do cater to cowards.
Same-day crown service. We cater to cowards.
If something happened to you, what would happen to them? Their home, their education, their future. You need life insurance, and chances are SelectQuote can help you get it for less than $1 a day.
SelectQuote found Jacob 40, a $500,000 policy for only $19 a month. And SelectQuote found his wife Wendy, a $500,000 policy for only $17 a month.
Our secret? At SelectQuote, we aggressively comparison shop highly rated companies to find you the company with the best rates.
We found Gary, 35, a $1 million policy for only $22 a month.
Why pay more? Give your family the security they need at a price you can afford.
Call 1-800-592-1010 or go to selectquote.com now and get the insurance your family needs.
At a price you can afford. Select Quote. We shop, you save.
Welcome back. All right, check out this next story. 3 Rhode Island sanitation workers found a way to bring smiles and laughter to people around their route last Friday, and a video of their antics went viral. The men were working and picking up around town as usual, but since Halloween was a day away, they had some fun with it. A month before Halloween, they decided to dress up as characters from Frozen. Anna, Elsa, and Olaf, who was driving the truck, were all decked out wearing wigs and, of course, safety gear for their 4-hour route. They posted this video on social media that's since gone viral. Right now, let's head on over to thanks to Patrick with another look at your today's forecast.
Thank you so much, Vanessa. We're starting off your day pretty quiet this morning. Temperatures have dipped down into the 40s, so you're going to need that jacket once again this morning. Right now, it's 40 in the Hub City, 40 just up the road in Moselle. But look at Summerall, a little cooler, 39 right now. 37 in Columbia. It's 40 in Bay Springs and 41 out towards State Line. So a little chilly as we start off your day. 5:25 is the current time. We're going to be warming up into the low 70s this afternoon. We'll actually hit 70 as early as lunchtime today before we top out to a high of 73 degrees. So it's really going to be a nice afternoon. We're going to see a lot of sunny skies across the area, so hopefully you can get outside and enjoy some of the nice weather that we're going to be seeing. Overnight, we dip back down into the 40s, right around 45 for your low. And then tomorrow, skies are going to be mostly cloudy. We may see a few peaks of sun here or there, but the clouds are pretty much going to be dominant as we go into your Thursday. Highs will be a little warmer as we top out to right around 74 degrees. And then as we look ahead to the rest of the week and into the weekend, we may see a stray shower or two appear on Saturday. But as it stands now, I think most of us stay dry and we warm up. So as we go into the weekend, temperatures into the mid to eventually the upper 70s. So it is going to be warm as we go into early next week. Then we get a front in here by the middle of the week. That could give us a few showers and cool us back down just a few degrees back to the mid 70s.
All right, thanks, Patrick. Still ahead at 5:30, our election coverage continues this morning with a look at House Concurrent Resolution 47 and what exactly that is. As many of you saw in your ballots yesterday. We have the details coming up.
When a semi-truck hit me, I had to survive. I promised a little girl I was going to read her a story the next time I saw her. My son called Richard Swartz. He helped me every step of the way and got me the money we deserve.
I'm here for you. One call, that's all.
I love SMS. It was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my entire life. It's such a transformation in your lives that you won't regret, I promise you.
It will expose you to college life in a protected environment. They want everyone who comes here to be successful.
Telling you it's an amazing opportunity that I wouldn't trade for anything in the world.
I challenge you to come to the school, talk to students that are here, spend some time on campus, talk to the teachers.
For the student looking to come to MSMS, stop looking and come on.
Anderson Design Center has become your place for beautiful kitchen and bath cabinets. But more than that, we've become the place for planning a new kitchen or bath. Whether remodeling or building, Anderson's Kitchen and Bath team can help you get to a beautiful, livable kitchen or bath. Cabinets, granite, beautiful showers, new floors. Come to Anderson Design Center off Highway 98 West behind Petro Nissan, Hattiesburg. Your place for beautiful kitchen and bath cabinets. We can make it happen.
Need a new car?
Credit Man to the rescue!
Even if your credit is less than perfect, New Way Auto has the solution to get you driving today. At New Way Auto, why wait? With $498, you can drive today. That's right, with $498 and a valid driver's license, you can drive today. Plus, with New Way Auto's Drive Today program, you always get 100% approval, free oil changes, a limited vehicle warranty, and more.
Find your new way to ride today at New Way Auto in Gulfport, Ocean Springs, Laurel, and Hattiesburg.
Greener days are ahead for all of us, and now is the time to return to Alabama's Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail and Resort Collection Hotels. We missed you. Come back to laugh and play and reconnect in luxurious surroundings in the land of world-class golf, spas, hotels, and resorts. Great golf happens on great golf courses. Plan your trip at rtjgolf.com and come see us. because our best days are just beginning.
In 2015, our lives were forever changed by the death of our son Jeffrey from a heroin overdose. Addiction is a disease, and those addicted deserve the same support and compassion as those suffering from any other disease. If someone you love is opioid dependent, keep Narcan on hand and know the signs of an overdose. To help ease the financial burdens to recovery, consider donating to Jeffrey's Fund through the Greater Pine Belt Foundation at pinebeltfoundation.org.
I'm one of the few lawyers who advertises on